Hello everybody. In a bit. Hopefully it will sort itself out. Usually does. It's good. Hello. Welcome Elizabeth. Welcome Melissa. She exists. Lovely to have you join us on stream, Melissa. Welcome Holly and Amanda and Angie and another Amanda. Welcome Yana, waiting at the tyre place. Hope to get home soon. Welcome Marielle. Ty's got a slow leak and phone is dying. Oh no. Save your battery to get yourself back home, Yana. Because I think it's scary being out without a phone charge. Welcome Kimmy. Thanks for joining. Hope everyone is having a good Friday. So do I. I have been out all afternoon. Just shut my door. I've been out all afternoon getting my hair done. Got a nice fresh dye. I've gone blonde. Like, I've had a blonde balayage before, but now I've gone up to the roots, so I'm proper blonde now. I wonder what colour hair you thought I had. Because I know some people will be like, oh yeah, I picture you like this, or I picture you like that. I know Zoe said when she first met me that she didn't expect me to look like this. I wish I had this book, but I had to stop in and see what your plan is with it. Honestly, I'm not sure yet. The only plan I have is the character colours, because I've got them noted down as I did the profiles at the back. I will probably be turning back and forth to this just to check what I've done previously. The outfits will be different, but the rest of it will be the same. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go lots of purple, lots of black. Bit of orange for the pumpkins. Go kind of traditional with this one. Amanda's got a night off work because you pulled your back on Wednesday. Oh no, Amanda. Hope you're resting up and hope it feels better soon. Welcome, Paulina. You thought I had dark brown hair. Definitely expected you to be a brunette. Well, naturally I am. I was blonde when I was a child, like yellow blonde, but got darker and darker over the years, but naturally it's like that kind of like mousy brown. But yeah, I'll show you blonde. That's kind of golden blonde sort of thing at the moment. Got my creepy kawaii book today. Gonna start a page in it, probably do the first page. Nice to Angie, it's such a cute book. I'm itching to start in mine too. Welcome Jane, new subscriber, thanks for joining. Lovely to have you here. Your first name is my middle name, spelt the same way as well, Jayne. Hi Vera, welcome. The page looks amazing. Yeah, it's a really cute page. This is a buddy colour with Veronica Dunn, and if you guys know Veronica, she's already done her page because she is super quick at colouring and it looks awesome. Oh no, you just bent down to pick up a toy while tidying and it went. Oh, that's annoying. I turned funny in bed the other day and, well, that's why my stream was cancelled last Friday. And I was sat getting my hair done thinking, gosh, I could not have done this last Friday with the pain I was in. I was constantly stretching my back, and the fact that I was sat there for 4 hours takes a long time. Same, the natural colour is this cool sepia tone. Boring, lol. Literally. It's like just the kind of the brown that it's giving nothing. It's not like that nice warm chocolatey brown or nice and deep and dark. No, it's just Hi Livy, welcome. A couple of new names this week. Lovely to see you all. Welcome to getting old, y'all. Literally. My drink of choice today is a Rubicon. I got this as part of a meal deal that I got this last week and thought I'll save that for a stream day. Right, I'm not sure what I'm going to start with. Well, I know I'm going to start with the characters, but I'm not sure which one. Let's start with all their blushy cheeks. Got coral and beige red for that. I saw a flip through of Mythographic Enchanted Relics. Veronica Kalinska on YouTube by The Artful Life. I love it. Oh, I'll have to check that out, Marielle. I saw not Veronica's, I think it was the publishing company, Castle Point. They did a very quick flip through of the book and it looks so nice. It's very similar in style to Romantasy, which is also by Veronica. And yeah, that's definitely going on my wish list. I don't know if I'll get it straight away. I'll wait for a price drop or something, but definitely going on the wish list. Just adding some cute little blushy cheeks to all the characters. Jane's watching from Saskatoon, Canada. Nice. Hey Libby, this is my mum. Both colouring fans. Nice. Funnily enough, my mum's called Libby. Got someone with my middle name, someone with my mum's name. Libby, short for Elizabeth, that is. But yeah, you'd think I'd be sick of pumpkins after the last stream and the Lonely Pumpkin Challenge I did, but nope, still got a few here. I haven't done too much colouring over the past couple of days because I was out most of today getting my hair done. And then yesterday I was at work in the morning and then came back and had a meeting. And that was, I had a nap. So it was just like yesterday evening, basically. Right, let's get a page flag in here so I can flip back a bit easier. Just double checking. Yep, he does have little pink ears. I've been using alcohol marker so much with it. I was about to put, like I thought this was my lid and I was about to put it on the lid. Too much. Canadians in the chat. You've got it on pre-order. Hope you get it this month. That'll be great, Marielle. When does it release? Is it November? Let me check my upcoming book releases wish list. Oh, it's not working. Amazon does this every now and then, where the wish lists I link won't work, but then you'll check it another day and it will work. Ah, got it now. With the graphic. Oh, have you guys seen that Luna Mayo's A Million Dragons has a cover now? They've shown off the cover. It looks so cute. Right, Enchanted Relics on Amazon UK is November 17th. I don't know if that's the same for America. Sometimes it's available sooner on Blackwell's. Let's check Blackwell's. I can't see the chat right now, so I don't know what you're saying. Right. Mythographic. I tend to check for upcoming mythographic releases on Blackwell's first. Yeah, 17th of November, it's the same one. Oh, £14.34. That's not too bad for a pre-order price. Yeah, cheaper than on Amazon. Hi Hannah, welcome in. Thanks for joining. Lovely to see you colouring one of the Japanese books. Yeah, I love these books. Colouring a few of them this month. Amanda's going into alert mode to get baby to sleep. Yep, another book to add to my wish list. This one's so pretty. It looks so cute. Welcome KP. Thank you for joining. Happy Friday to you as well. And welcome Kimberlyn. I feel like we've got quite a few people here today. Yes, so excited for the dragon book. Yes. Oh, I'll share. Can I share my screen without? Yes, I can. Just went to double check that you can't see my dress or anything, because I've done that before. Let me just go browser, and I'll just share you the little thumbnails of the Nope, not that one, that's the chat. But you can see there, we've got A Million Dragons by Lulu Mayo. That's coming out next June. And then A Million Hugs and Kisses is coming out. Is it December or January? I don't want to click on it because it'll probably end up showing my address. But yeah, those are the... I will double check the specific dates. A Million Hugs and Kisses. That one is January 29th. And then A Million Dragons is June something. June 4th. 4th of June. So we've got those to look forward to next year. I've stopped trying to type Lulu's first name, just go Lulu. You and your Lululemon. Every time you say it, it's Lululemon. I mean, Lulu Mayo and Lululemon collab, when's that happening? These looks so cute. Well, I was going to lurk, but I need motivation to move. Oh, welcome Silk Swift. Lovely to see you. Interesting about the book release. Picking mine up tomorrow at my bookstore. Oh, which book are you on about, Silk? I can't wait for the Hugs and Kisses one. Yeah, I like the ones where it's got lots of different animals in it. Those tend to be my favourites. So yeah, I'll be getting that one. I'm looking forward to Mythographic Wolf Moon, Luna by Lydia Fenwick and Camilla de Erico's Pop Manga Paint and Ink. Yes, me too, for all of those, Elizabeth. Looking forward to all of those. Have you guys also seen that they've changed the name for Kirby's new book? It was listed as Zoomorphia and it's now like Wild Wonders or Wonders of the Wild. Something wild, yeah, Wild Wonders, a kingdom of curious animals to colour. But the description is the exact same. So they seem to have changed from Zoomorphia. Maybe that's a compilation book that's coming out next year, because it does sound like it should be a compilation book. Zoomorphia in a way, like this older book series. But yeah, we'll see what it ends up being. I'm going to start with the bunny. So I've got burnt ochre and cinnamon. And then add a bit of warm grey. So you can see here I've left the paws of the feet and hands white and the central face bit white. Just trying my best to copy that. I might be getting funding for craft supplies. Need a shopping list. Ooh, sounds great. Autistic Asgardian. The dragon one I really want. Yeah, I love Luna May's dragons. They're so cute. Oh, Enchanted Relics you're picking up tomorrow. Oh, must be released a bit earlier in the US then compared to the UK. They do tend to be about a month behind for them. Kimberlyn schooled Melpomenes and Nature Mandalas for $3 today. Can't go wrong with that. It would have been rude not to pick it up, wouldn't it? At that sort of price. That's a great bargain. And it's a gorgeous, but it's like, it looks harder than it is to colour. Like once you actually start colouring it, because of all the line work that Melpomene puts in, actually makes for quite a simple colouring process that's not too complicated. Although you look at it and you're like, ugh, this looks like a lot. But if you do some basing, you just colour with your pencils even. Doesn't take much effort to make it look really nice. Hi Dawn, welcome. Did I say hi to Dawn yet? I don't think I did. Yep, you were back there and I missed it. Total luck, it was on the clearance table at Barnes & Noble. That's going straight in my basket. I'm obsessed with Botanicum, and Erica from Elm Colours has been buddying with me in it. It's a lovely book, that, and Erica always does Such gorgeous pages in Botanicum. I love what she does. She creates some really gorgeous soft pages that I just adore. Good evening, Kaz. Welcome in. Happy to see you live in this book. I have this one, needs more attention. I'm going to follow along with you. Feel free. And if you want to send me pictures and updates, feel free. If you ever want to send me a picture of what you guys are colouring, just let me know in chat and I will go check it out and share it on stream. Always happy to do that. It's always fun seeing what people are colouring. Which leads me on to the usual question of what is everyone colouring tonight? Or if you aren't colouring right now, what have you been colouring recently? Always love to hear. I always check the thrift stores for colouring books and art supplies. Amazing what people will donate. Yeah, another great thing to check out is Vinted. Vinted have a lot of colouring books on there, so it's great to browse that every couple of days or something. They do lots of cute and cozy books on there, lots of the Colouring Heavens. Even like new Colouring Heavens. Like Halloween Pocket got released on the 1st of October. Already it's listed for £3 on Vinted. And I'm like, who has gone into a shop, bought it, and then gone, nah, I don't want it, let's sell it. Like, what? Stuff like that confuses me. What is this book called? I know it's Japanese, lol. Do I have it written in this book? I don't, but I call it the Journey Through Fairytales book. But I believe the full title is something along the lines of Journey Through Fairytales with the Little Friends from the Forest, or with Forest Friends. It's a tricky one to translate, this book. What pencils am I using? These are the Polychromos pencils. What do I want to colour today? I'm so indecisive this month. Yeah, I had that last month, Kimberlyn, where I just couldn't pick a page, couldn't get inspired. Whereas this month I'm kind of going, okay, let's do this page. Get that coloured, do this page. Today I was colouring the Campfire page from Nuno Therapy, Teddy Bear Therapy by Art Therapy, Diane Dufour book. And yesterday I finished off a page in Animo de la Forêt. And I just realised I forgot to take a picture of that and send it to my buddy. I've just been busy today. I just forgot. Holly's colouring Creepy Kawaii Halloween. Fun, fun, fun. Art Junkie's just finished a purple and turquoise mandala. Lovely. Anastasia's coloured nothing. You're in a slump, but we have a long weekend due to Thanksgiving. So you should be able to see if you can get yourself inspired with something. Whenever I'm in a slump, I end up doing colour by numbers. And that seems to help get me over the other side. Just helps my inspiration flow. I'm doing, Vera's doing little bits on all your whips. It's so weird, I never started so many whips, but also complete them. Now thinking about what to colour next. That's nice. So it's nice having a bunch of whips and then being able to go bam, 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 finish a bunch all in one go. Elizabeth's doing a page in Botanicum and another in Wildflower Folk. September, October, November are my favourite colouring months. Completely agree with you there, Elizabeth. I love colouring autumnal pages. It's just something about the colours, it's just so fun. I love it. Jane's got Neko Neko's Story of Precious Cats on your desk. Amazing. I need to work some more on that Halloween page. I've barely done anything. I definitely want to get that done this year. Kaz is doing colouring Ecotopia. Ooh, fun. That's the new Ken Matsuda one, if I'm correct. Lovely. Marielle's doing a double page in Flowerscape by Maggie and Terrius. What was I thinking? That would look lovely though. These are always such gorgeous pages, those by Maggie and Terrius. Amanda's starting on a buddy with Yana in Symphony of Cute Animals. My mind has went blank. The Mice Cauldron page. Why can't I remember the name? After baby sleeps. After not sheet. I was like, sheet baby sleeps? I was like, what does that mean? The Kanoko Agusa is the name you're trying to think of. Maybe I'm going to pull out one of Zoe's palettes and pick a page from Creepy Kawaii Halloween and use my alcohol markers. That sounds fun, Kimberlyn. It'll look really cute with a nice pastel colour palette in there. The Autistic Asgardian is doing Queen of Hearts from Dark Fairytales. That's such an epic page. I need to colouring Dark Fairytales next month. I haven't touched it in a couple of months. Libby's colouring Haunted from Colouring Heaven. Fun, nice Halloween-y themed page. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to all the Canadians out there. I never know when Thanksgiving is in Canada or America because we don't celebrate it here. I just hear about it after the fact where they're like, oh yeah, it was Thanksgiving. Silky Swift's not colouring this evening, waiting for the other half to get home. We'll be playing Diablo 4. Fun. Found him. I see this book on Etsy with the title Journey Through Fairytales with Little Friends in the Forest colouring book. So you were right. Yes, it's people translate it in different, slightly different variations, but I know the gist. It's like Little Friends in the Forest, Forest Friends. These Japanese books tend to have very long titles, and I just simplify it. Like the Fairy Tales book. You can say the bunny book, the cat book. The new Tokumeku series book is actually a reasonably simple title, The Travelling Animal Orchestra. It's not too long. Now I knew it was Yep. No, I knew Kanoko Agusa. Wasn't sure if it was actually Cute Animals. Probably should just go to bed. No, you were right. It is pages from Symphony of Cute Animals. You got it. Have more faith in yourself. Hi, Melissa. Welcome in. Lovely to have you join us. And another Melissa in chat. I recently finished our Buddy and Gail Lottier's book. That's the one with the huge pumpkins. Oh, well done, Amanda. That was pretty quick that you coloured that. I haven't started it yet, but I will hopefully start it before the end of the month. If not, I will focus on it for next month. America is the 4th Thursday in November. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to what week we are in the certain month. So even then, all I know is November. Don't ask me which date exactly, Paulina. Libby's got to go. Have a nice weekend. You too, Libby. Have a great time. In Canada, we celebrate Thanksgiving in October, the US in November. Yeah, I knew US was November, and it's towards the end of November, but that's, yeah. UK, we don't have Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's funny, because I know in, like, a lot of American TV and film, they almost make a bigger deal of Thanksgiving and making sure you go home for Thanksgiving than Christmas. Like, Christmas, do whatever you want, but is that true? Like, is Thanksgiving more kind of special and important than Christmas for you guys? I'd love it if we had something like Thanksgiving where we had a bank holiday in the autumn, because the fact that we have so many bank holidays in summer. You get 2 in August. You have one in August. You had 2 in May, and then one April, March, a couple in April/March for Easter, and then you've got nothing until Christmas. It just feels like such a long wait for your next bank holiday. Not that I do anything, or if I get time off work or anything, but there needs to be something in between. Give us bonfire night as a bank holiday. Give us something. Oh good, I couldn't check because the baby has passed out on me. There are 11 countries that celebrate Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's a nice sounding holiday, really. My kids get the whole week off for Thanksgiving. It's Scotland had 3 bank holidays in May. What 3 did you have? What was your extra one? Because you got your early May, which is your May Day bank holiday, and then the late May bank holiday. So what's your one in between? Is it like St Andrew's Day or something? Do you have that? Because we have St George's Day in the UK, but we don't get anything off for it. It's just another day. It's like, what's the point of having this special day? Thanksgiving is more of a big deal in the US. They have parades and celebrations focused around the early pilgrims. I missed my question about Thanksgiving being a bigger deal than Christmas because my phone is shut off. Oh dear. Yeah, I was just wondering, is it more like, is Thanksgiving a bigger deal than Christmas? Like, is it more important to get together with your family for Thanksgiving rather than Christmas? Because I've seen that kind of depicted in media before. Here in Canada, we focus more on being thankful for the fall harvest. Yeah, I think that's nice. It's a nice little thing. With the US, Thanksgiving in November, it's a month-long party lead up to Christmas. Fair enough. I think the emphasis on Thanksgiving comes from the fact that it is a holiday that everyone in America celebrates. Not everyone celebrates Christmas and Easter. Yeah, I've never thought of it like that. But yeah, that's a very interesting and true point. Like, just being American, living in America, you celebrate Thanksgiving, whereas with all the different religions, you wouldn't necessarily celebrate Christmas. So yeah, I've never thought of it like that point. Right, the bunny done. Let's do the cat next. I do wish they had more interesting names rather than just, because I translated this, it's just cat, just rabbit, little bird, hedgehog and squirrel. Give it a cute name. Right, the cat has a white face, dark grey, similar to the bunny. Cool. I'm using cold grey 6, cold grey 4, and then cold grey 2 for the white bits. No, Christmas is a bigger deal than Thanksgiving. Fair enough. I wouldn't say it's a bigger deal, but it's a day that you're more likely to get together with extended family. Ah, yeah. Oh, Yana's home. No issue with Tyre. Now I can press play. Lovely, Yana. Glad that you got home all right. Need something to drink. For Christmas, due to the gift opening situation and having little kids with all the Santa excitement, a lot of Americans will stay home with their families or maybe go to extended family later on. Yeah, that makes sense. The fact that it's not necessarily a bigger deal, but you would travel and see your whole family for Thanksgiving. Everyone in the country celebrates it. Yeah, it's cute. Oh my gosh, just checked how many viewers we've got. We've got 52. I feel like it's not usually... My first ever stream, I got around 50 people, which was crazy. But I don't usually pay attention to the numbers, but yeah, it feels like there's a lot of people about tonight. I suppose we're getting just the cosy season, staying home. So yeah, thank you for everyone joining and watching and all the lurkers out there. Thanksgiving for my family is about thanks, not pilgrims or anything like that. Yeah, I think that's how it should be, really. It's nice that it's towards the end of the year and you can kind of reflect on your year and what things that there are to be thankful for, etc. Oh, I'm seeing a reel by Rita Burma for a new book. Looks fun. Is that a new one or was that a couple of days ago? Because I saw the one from a couple of days ago. But I'm going to check. I'm going to check. But yeah, she did a like very quick flip through and it looks so cute. As soon as that's available, I'm getting it. Yeah, that is the one from a couple of days ago, but I will share it with you as well. Let me transition. Hang on, let me exit out and then go back into it so we can see it from the start. But look at it. Look at that little bunny. I love all the animals in this book. And it's double-sided. I love that page. I love that goose. I love that cat. I love these flowers. It looks so cute. Look at that cat. With their signature like buildings. With some just really fun anthropomorphic characters. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. And it's weird that we still haven't been able to pre-order yet. It's weird that we haven't been able to pre-order yet. Pre-order opens in about a week. But yeah, it looks amazing. Plus for Americans, we just saw our extended family in November, like 4 weeks ago, so doing Christmas together, maybe not as necessary. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I need to get moving. We'll pop back if I can before you are done. Hope to see you all lovely people around the stream. Take care, have a great weekend. Thanks for joining, Jane. I'll be here for probably 2.5 hours-ish. Just over 2 hours. So lovely to see you. It says 2 in Google, but I'm sure we have 3 in May. Oh, you're on about your bank holidays. Okay, 120 set of polychromos or similar size of something else, as in what you should invest in? Like, as in your next supply to get? Is that what you're asking, Autistic Asgardian? Four days ago. Yeah. This is why I like Canada's Thanksgiving in October. It's not super close to December, so you can still see extended family and close friends and not get tired of their faces. It's funny. Not that fast keeping that busy job. Also, Vera, like, it's not necessarily keeping up. Sometimes the Instagram algorithm just won't push you certain things and it will push it to you days later. And you're like, oh, new thing. I think the day that Reel was out, I saw it and then shared it with Zoe. And then she must have been browsing on Instagram too, because about 10 seconds later she shared it with me. I was like, we were both right there at the same time, going, oh, the other one want to see this. Other half is home. Good night. Hope everyone's having a lovely day and evening. Thanks for joining Silk Swift. Lovely to see you here tonight and join us. You don't eat turkey for Christmas? What do you eat, Kimberlyn? What do you eat? Like, Christmas is turkey, the Christmas turkey. For me, I refuse to eat turkey any other time of year that's not Christmas. The exception is, like, if you're going out for a Christmas meal, I will have turkey then. Yeah, as a meat, I do not have it unless it's Christmas. Not in your family, I seen it at the same time as you and asked you about it. Yeah, Amanda was like, where can you pre-order this? And I was like, I don't know, because I looked on Amazon, it wasn't available there. Then I clicked on the link in her website and it said pre-order available in 7 days. And that was when the reel was released 4 days ago. So should be in about 3-4 days now that you'll be able to pre-order. Yeah, it's a very, very short pre-order because the book releases on the 18th. So it's like only a few days. It's weird. It's been a bit of a secretive release. Let's do his tongue. In your family you do some type of beef? Ooh. Vera refuses to eat turkey altogether. Yeah, Christmas is Turkey Day, absolutely. You do turkey on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. Now that's a lot of turkey 1 week after the other. Especially when on Christmas Day you have turkey and then you're eating it for leftovers the following week. I wouldn't then want another roast dinner of turkey. We tend to have like chicken or beef for New Year's if we have a hot meal, roast dinner like that. We do turkey on Thanksgiving and no one wants another 4 weeks later. Oh, Amanda does beef on Christmas too. Yeah, it's always funny to me like how different families have their different traditions, and for me it's just it's got to be turkey on Christmas. If you're having something else, it's weird. But I'm going to be working Christmas Day this year, first year. I've got a job that requires you to work Christmas Day. But hopefully I'm doing the morning shift, so I'll finish around lunchtime. And for my family, we don't open presents until after lunch, so I won't really have missed out on anything, just the kind of making of the dinner. Realised I forgot to do her eyes here, using juniper green and light green for her. Don't often give my characters green eyes, but I thought it suited her kind of pinky tones in her fur. And then for the cat, just need to sharpen it. Some families do ham. Yeah, I thought of ham purely for the lyric in Hairspray. You just can't stop my knife and fork when I see a Christmas ham. I love that line. I think for us, ham or gammon is kind of a Boxing Day thing, or have your Boxing Day ham. New Year's Eve is steak pie for dinner. New Year's Day we have roast beef. That sounds nice, Angie. We like to have party food at some point. Often New Year's Eve. I get very excited for party food. I'm like, Christmas, it's party food season. Just loads of bits that you chuck in the oven and it's a beige meal. New Year's Day we have snacks and a pot of chilli because my family has usually been watching football. Nice. We don't do turkey at Christmas. For Christmas Eve we do traditional New Mexican foods, and for Christmas Day prime rib roast. Lovely. Thanksgiving it's turkey and ham. Turkey is Thanksgiving and Christmas, Easter is ham. I don't know what we have at Easter. I mean, sometimes we do something for it, but recently we haven't so much, but probably chicken. My mum hates lamb, so we never have lamb. That's a very common... It's very common, what do you call it? Meat to have at Easter, lamb. Right, let's do the squirrel. Burnt umber. It's hard to tell which is which with these pencils because they're so small. Burnt umber. Bista. I'm confused. That's walnut. That's burnt umber. Burnt umber, Bista, and then that's walnut brown. Right. Oh, hello, Selena from the Netherlands. On Christmas we do gourmet. It's different little pieces of meat, chicken, fish, or vegetables. We bake them in little grill pans, and so we all eat what we like. Ooh, that sounds nice. New Year's Eve you have lobsters. That's fancy. You have tamales, beans and chili, enchiladas, tortillas, and sopapillas. I've never heard of them. Poso, I've never heard of that. Or Chicos, never heard of that. My family is from the East Coast, so holidays is usually include a traditional Newfoundland jigs dinner, which is salt meat. Ooh, what kind of meat is salt meat? Right, squirrel has a lighter face. It's just kind of blendy. I'm a little bit tempted to do some black glaze pen on like the ironwork behind here, maybe even on the bats or the spider webs. I used a black glaze for some iron fences in the Lonely Pumpkin book and really love how that turned out. Nice and shiny. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure yet what colour to do all of their outfits. The only idea is I have so far is to make the bunny have a purple dress, because I think that would be cute, like a light purple. I think I might go soft colours. Not necessarily pastel, but just softer look. She's got on little like bat wings, so I don't know what colour to do her dress. He's wearing a little pumpkin, so that's easy. We're having the most gorgeous weather and it will continue into next week. Lovely Yana. Ours hasn't been too bad recently. We've had cold starts to the morning, but then it's brightened up and got a lot warmer once the sun is out. I'm going out shopping on Sunday, so hoping for some good weather then. Meeting up with a school friend. Off to pick my little guy from school. Nice chatting with you all. Thanks for joining us, Melissa. Lovely to have you here with us tonight. I would quite like tomorrow to film, or at least start filming, my Sargon page for the month for my members, just so I don't delay it too long. Because I've been saying this for months, I want to be doing a double page spread a month, and just things have come up each month which has prevented me from being able to do that. So I'm hoping if I get this done by the first half of the month, and towards the end of the month I can do the second half of the page. What is the music in the background? Moof is just a playlist that I've created of copyright free lo-fi music. I just put lo-fi copyright free, and that means that it's good for YouTube and streaming. Although there is something that keeps getting flagged in my streams as being copyrighted, and I don't know what it is, because I check all the artists and what the description's saying. It all says copyright free. There's a specific song and I don't know what song it is, which is the trouble, because it doesn't match what it says on my end when it comes up. But I just there's a way that you can, if you get a strike, well, it's not even a strike, if you get a alert that you used copyrighted music, you can erase the song from the clip. So it just means if you're watching on replay, you may may go silent for the background music at a certain point, but most of the songs are only a minute and something long, so you won't be missing out on much background noise. It's finally cooled down here. Cold mornings, cool/warm afternoons, very nice jacket weather, sweater weather. Yeah, I've got my jumper on. Starting wearing my jumpers again, which I love. I was a bit warmer at hairdressers. Yeah, just like a thin coat, good to go outside. Right, I think that's a squirrel done. Hedgehog next, dark sepia. Walnut brown is this one, I believe. And then Van Dyke brown is this one, I believe. All these little brown pencils, it's hard to know what's what because they're so short you can't read the numbers. And then Nougat, which is that one. So in that order. How did I colour it? Dark spines and that lighter body. Good idea would actually be to take a picture and print out this coloured page and then write on that my colour combos. So then I don't have to keep flipping back when I'm colouring it. I can just have a little picture next to me. It doesn't have to be the full size of the page. It could be A4, A5 or A6. And then I know, okay, this is where I've put the lights and darks, or I've left this bit. I don't have to keep flipping back. What am I looking at? This docket, yes, yeah. For Thanksgiving and Christmas, we are at least 35 family members. Cousin hosts Thanksgiving and I host Christmas Day. Nice. Nice big family. See, I never really get together with my cousins and aunts and uncles and whatnot. We do one half of the grandparents, the other half of the grandparents. Not sure what it will be this year because last year my sister and her partner, who is now her husband, came to ours for Christmas, so I don't know if they will be going to his this year. I have no idea what the plan is. But we usually go pick up my nan and granddad because my granddad can't drive far anymore. And it means that he can have a drink on Christmas Day. So it might be a good idea for me to, after I finish work, go pick them up. Feels convenient, the fact that I'm already out in the car. And no one has to kind of go out their way as much. I mean, still be a little bit out of the way, but not as bad. Oh, you put up your rank and rate for long books. Now I have something to listen to the car on the way to my nephew's football game. Nice. Yeah, I filmed it this morning quickly and then edited it whilst I was in the hairdressers, waiting for my colour to develop. Put on multitask. And I exported it and then realised I forgot to do the fade transition between my title card and the main video, and that is a real bugbear of mine. Just for me personally, I like my videos to have that faded transition, and I forgot it. So I had to re-export the video. Yeah, it's a good way to pass the time a little bit. Is that a darker one? Here it is. This was my light one. Oh, how do you like your hair? I'm loving it. Loving it. Little sneak. Little. Try and get it in without my face getting in the camera. I can't do it. Ta-da! It's a nice blonde and it's that colour kind of all up through my head. Very bad shave, but yeah, before I'd had my natural roots, so now I've gone blonde all the way up and I love it. It's going to take some getting used to though. Pretty colour, we saw it. Yeah, just trying to make sure we got a good section in there. Yeah, I love that feeling after you've been to the hairdressers and your hair's all nice and soft, and for me it gets curled, it smells nice. Yeah, it's a good feeling. So I don't get my hair done very, very often because it's expensive. Very, very expensive. Have a little drink. Right, just got the little bird left to do, and he is phthalo blue, light ultramarine, sky blue for his body, and then it's his little chest that I've done yellow. Yeah, little pinky cheeks, so cute. With a bit of a white belly. He's very tiny on this page, sitting on top here. I can't remember if it was on my video or if it was somewhere else, but someone said this bird looked like Elton John. Looked like it was dressed up like Elton John. May have been someone else's showcase of plans video, but they said this bird was dressed up like Elton John, and I love that. Oh, that's a wing as well. Okay. Need to give them some pinky cheeks, even if they're tiny. Okay. Yeah, I feel like my week's been a bit go this week. Like, I've had kind of firm plans on my days off, which I don't usually do. I just colour and chill. Did on Monday. But Wednesday I did my Lonely Pumpkin Challenge, so that was kind of go. And then today got my hair done. And then on Sunday I'm going out shopping. So it's all kind of happened on the same week. So looking forward to a bit of a more relaxed, normal week next week. There we go. Right, now I've got to decide how to colour the costumes. I'm going to start with, Actually, let's start with this broom because I can use some of these colours that I've already brought out. Dark sepia on the light. Do I go darker on the... Yeah. Don't mind me just thinking to myself. Darker handle, lighter bristles I'm going for. BRB, need to refill my goldfinch feeders. They let me know it's low. Bless them. I mean, it does look like something else I would wear. Yeah, it's the shades and the huge hat. Good evening, Amy. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you join us tonight. Hope your day's going well. I want Bister. What colouring book is this? It is the Journey Through Fairytales with the Little Forest Friends, Little Friends in the Forest by Sayuri Kobayashi. I bought it on Amazon Japan. Almost finished my Matchstick Mouse page, only the details, coloured it with alcohol markers first. That sounds great, Kimmy. They are nice, quick, easy wins, the Matchstick Mouse pages. Which one were you doing? Which book? And which page? Because I'll probably know the page. Say the book. Let's grab that one. You did your exam. We'll find out in 2 weeks if I failed. No, you will find out in 2 weeks if you pass. Have some self-confidence, Amy. That is nerve-wracking having to wait. At least it's only 2 weeks, actually, because sometimes it can be a long time. If you're ever trying to find one of these Japanese colouring books, if you search for Tokimeku colouring book series, links to Etsy and will show up and you'll be able to find the books. That's how I found the image that I used for my thumbnail. I just searched Tokimeku colouring book series because I couldn't be bothered to go to Amazon Japan. The Halloween one, and page 9 with the mouse and the owl in the cave with the lantern one. Nice, Kimui. Cute, cute, cute. I actually don't have the Halloween one. I don't know why, it just didn't appeal to me over the others. So left that one out of my collection. It's one, I think it's the first book he ever created. So the artwork's a little bit simpler in that one. Right, I just used Van Dyke, now Nougat. because they changed the format to multiple choice, so it's not like they really have to mark it. I may have treated myself to some colouring books as retail therapy. You deserve those treats, Amy, absolutely. Because it does take a lot of work and effort to get to the point of taking the exam. Yeah, all my exams at uni were multiple choice, which I found a very bizarre thing once you get to university, like how kind of complicated exams are. And you got your short answers, your long answers, your little essays you got to write. And you get to university and it's just click, click, click on a computer. It's like really chill. But obviously at uni you do all your essays written in your own time rather than in an exam setting, which honestly I think is better. Like, because then you're actually knowing how good your sort of comprehension and understanding of the topic and the question is, because you're not having to rely on your recalling skills as well. Hey, sorry I'm late. I was doing a quiz. I came 25th out of over 300 people. Pretty happy with that. Funzo, was it a general knowledge or specific theme? I can confirm politics exams at uni are not multiple choice, it's more essay based. Yeah, it did depend on the course you did. I did psychology, so that was all multiple choice. Because yeah, some exams were done in like the sports halls and you'd see people queuing up outside to go in before going for it. But no, ours was just in a computer lab. I think the only time I can write an essay is in exam conditions, otherwise I procrastinate too much. Amy, when I did my degree, I was very much a last minute. If it was due on the 9th, I was submitting it on the 9th. I was not one to be getting it ready early. I was not that kind of person. I always did it in time, and there was times where I was really cutting it close, but even like planning and prepping, I would do it week of, do little bits, but I almost work better when I've got a clear time pressure of, okay, this has got to be done by tomorrow. If I know it's got to be done in 2 weeks, I'm like, oh well, 2 weeks will come, it will be fine. I need that time pressure of, you got to do it now. And I did buckle down. I would do my days at the library to get some good work done in there, because I was definitely a procrastinator. I'd get really distracted in my flat with my flatmates, so I'd go to the library, put my headphones in and kind of stay there all day almost, just get things done. 4 rounds, 10 questions in each. Round 1 music, round 2 movies and TVs, round 3 reverse songs, and round 4 general knowledge. Nice. Nice. Ooh, something's happened. There we go. Same, I thought there were times I needed extensions because my first year at uni I found out about my heart conditions because I was in for the first semester. Yeah, I think the only time I took it or asked for an extension was during COVID times when they were like, everyone can have an extension now. And so I was like, yep, I'll take that, thank you very much. That's the only time I ever asked for one. Right, I'm gonna get some purple pencils for this witch. Violet, purple, violet is what I want. Violet, you're turning violet. I used them on another page recently. I ended up up dropping out of uni in my second year. Tried to go back via open uni, but I just didn't have the time or the energy, so now I'm taking things the super long way round. That's fair enough, Amy. Everyone goes at their own pace, and that's absolutely fine. You do what works for you, and you get to the place where you need to be when you need to do it. I changed courses after my first year of uni because it wasn't the right course for me at the right time. Then changed to psychology. So I initially started doing nursing. Because of my mental health, it was very, very bad my first year of uni. And it wasn't until I kind of dropped out of nursing, I was finally on the right medication that really helped me. But yeah, it just wasn't the right time for me to be doing that kind of course and 12-hour shifts. It was a lot of work. Like, the uni work was relatively straightforward, and it was like you were doing a normal university course, but it was when you were doing your placements, you were basically doing a full-time career, working whilst everyone else was in the holidays. It was a lot. The 18th of January will be my 9-year anniversary of my diagnosis. I remember looking up Dr. Google when I was first diagnosed, and it said people with heart failure had a 5-year survival rate. I recommend not using Dr. Google. Me too, yeah. It gives you, it tends to like to give you the scariest answer and not necessarily the most realistic answer. And Dr. Google doesn't know you. It knows the generic, oh, this is what happens for these people, but not necessarily for you. Listen to your doctor, not Dr. Google. Your actual doctor. Yeah, glad it's you see managing and living with it okay. That's always great to hear. I did a year of psychology, then got a mental health diagnosis, then switched to English, then decided English lit was too pretentious, so switched to English language. I loved it, but I just wasn't in a good place, so I called it before it affected my husband's study too. Yeah, that I completely relate to that, Amy. It is very hard doing uni because you've got to be very self-sufficient. Like, you've got all these assignments and deadlines, but no one's chasing you up about them. No one's saying you haven't done this. It's all on you. And if you're struggling with your mental health and you've got all that to worry about, then all these deadlines is just, it's not the most beneficial to your mental health. My go-to is NHS Inform. Yeah, I like the NHS website. They have very good information about different illnesses, whatnot out there. This is my first time in your live, and I'm so glad that you were so nice to your community here. Of course, Hayley, like, this is just me. This is who I am. I'm always going to be nice. And I do try my best to read all the comments. Well, all the comments that are like, I don't want to say all the comments that are relevant, but sometimes people are saying just like hi and asking each other questions, so I don't read those, but I try and read all the other comments. And Jess is lovely, thank you. I do appreciate that. It's so nice. Hope you haven't had a bad experience in your life. Yeah, I hope so too, because I love lives for the interaction. I mean, I was part of lives before I started my own live, and it wasn't until I got into the colouring community that I actually started sort of engaging in lives. And it's really fun. It's a nicer way of being able to ask questions and go on side tangents. Like, occasionally you'll ask me about a book and I'll go find that book and flip through that book and have fun that way. We talk about pencils and things you're doing. It's good fun. I love a live. Right, I've noticed whilst doing this that I've missed her tail and her chest. Don't know how I missed both of those things, but let's go over them. Most of her chest will be white though. love to see everyone in the live streams. Yeah, it's nice catching up with people. It's fun. There are lots of lives throughout the week for different people, and a lot of us tend to show up each time. Yeah, you've kind of got like a little circle of people that go to all the different lives that are going on. Zoe in the chat does lives with her partner, well, on her partner's channel, the Colouring Commander. They do Mondays, and then Vera has just started doing every other Thursday. She did her first one this Thursday, and that was great to see her live. Yolanda does every Sunday. She's colouring by Kamama. And Amy Wardart has been very busy recently, but she does Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays. It's confusing because she's in New Zealand, so she's a day ahead of everyone. So her streams are her mornings, which are the next day for us. I get very confused. But she's been very busy in life recently. And Polly also does a live stream on a Monday. Yeah, we like to go on the stream train on Monday. We start on the Colouring Commanders, Steve's with him and Zoe. Then we choo over to Polly's, and then over to Amy's if she's streaming. It's a lot of fun. I loved uni/college. It was actually fun for me. I found, like, looking back, obviously the content that you're learning and doing is objectively harder, but I found it was an easier experience than doing A-levels. Because A-levels, you're in school like 8:30 to 4:30 every single day. At least it was for me. You got all that travel time getting home and everything, and then you've got all of the homework that you've got to do, plus all the studying you've got to do for your exams, and the exams are so, like, it's the be all end all with the exams. It's a lot of work, and you're constantly kind of in school mode, whereas I found at uni I had a lot more free time, especially like with loans, and wasn't working. Whereas when I was at school doing A-levels, I was either at school, at home studying, or at work, and I just had no free time. Whereas uni had a bit better balance. So I say to people that uni is a simpler time than A-levels. Like, the work is harder, and like the amount of work that you have to put in to the work you're doing is more, but it does allow for a lot of free time. You have really big long holidays where you genuinely do not have any commitments or responsibilities. I mean, it does depend on the course you're doing. Every course is different. Some courses you do have to go in every day, but for me, I had 4 2-hour lectures every week. So 8 hours I had lectures, and most of them were recorded, so you didn't even have to go to campus. You could watch them online later. Because I was a procrastinator, I would wait until the end of the semester and binge watch them. And then I'd be sort of so deathly bored, but it meant that I was free throughout the semester all the time. Right when it got to exam season, I was hella busy. We need a graphic that we can just put up, that we can share with the newbies every time. Kimberlyn, if you make a Google Doc, I will put it in my description for my live streams. If you do that, I will add it, and that'll be a fun thing. Or if anyone does it, share the link to the Google Doc with me, and I will share it in live streams. Because it'll be good to be like, oh, look, here it is. Here's the schedule. Obviously, things change, plans change, people get busy, things come up. But the regular schedule, at least. I found I got a lot more support from uni. Yeah, absolutely, Angie. School and A-levels, they expect you to be there every day and on it every day, whereas if you're not there, it's like, they ain't gonna chase up on you. Sorry. If you did psychology, were you forced to participate in studies for course credits? Yes, actually. It was actually a bit of a frustrating amount of work that you had to put in for it, considering how little it made for your grade. So I think it was something like 2% each semester was based on research participation. So you could find, there was an online portal for my university, and you could sign up for these studies. You could do online quizzes. The online ones tended to be worth fewer credits, and you had to get something like 120 credits for the year, something like that, and then it was broken up over the semesters. But you had to get a certain number of credits, and different things were worth different amounts of credits. But you also had to, if you went to the campus and participated in an actual study there, then that tended to be worth more than if you just did a online questionnaire. But it's for all like third years or PhD students when they're doing their research projects. That's where they source all their participants from. And some of them were fairly interesting. I mean, majority of the ones I went to in person were like reaction tests, where you'd be looking at a screen and having to react to something whilst wearing something on your face. Like, it wasn't anything that interesting, to be honest. I think it was like a good thing to do, but it did take up like an annoying amount of time, considering it was worth 2% of your grade. And it was just you passed it or you failed it. If you didn't get the full amount of credits, it was just a fail. So if you put in sort of half the effort in, then you wouldn't get 0.5%, you'd get nothing. And help with the days and times again. We can help you, Kimberlyn, yes. I'm Monday, Wednesday, 7:30 BST. The colouring commander is Monday, 6:30 BST. And then Polly is Monday, 8:30 BST, UK time. Ooh, Ivy goes live on Thursday evenings in the US. Unfortunately, I'm never awake for evening live streams for anyone in the US, which is sad because I'd love to support others. But your evening is my middle of the night and I'm asleep. I go sleepy. Hello, Dana. Welcome in. I am doing well, thank you. Love the Halloween pages in this book. Yeah, I love all of the Halloween pages and all the Tokimeki series of books. Super, super cute. The only one I remember doing was related to the effects of alcohol on witness recalls. So drank a drink, watch a vid, answer questions. That's a good one, Amy. You're getting credits for having a drink. That is a good one. Mine was a lot of like reaction times or finding a difference in a pattern. Even though it wasn't that long ago, I do struggle to remember what I did. A lot of them were questionnaires on the like depression and anxiety scales, and oh god, I got so good at being able to do that quickly. Yolanda is 8 PM CEST on a Sunday. Yes, that's right. Just got a handful of Maltesers. My handful equates to 5 Maltesers. So he's got little hands. But you know what? It's a good way of rationing. I could get a good 10 in there. At least 12. Time zones can be such a bummer when trying to catch everyone. Yeah, and like, you don't want to disappoint people by scheduling lives and them going, oh, I can never make it. But you've got to do what works for you. And for what works for me, doing evenings after I've eaten my dinner is the best thing for me on these days. Alright, I'm going to grab my white pencil. Portion control, exactly. Remember, everyone in the UK goes back to standard time earlier than the US, so this will be screwed up for the week. Yeah, when do our clocks go back? It's the end of this month. Is it the last Sunday of the month? When do clocks go back? October 26th. Oh, Amy's got it. You were right there. What is my thingy doing? Why are you being silly? Ours don't go back until a week later, I know that. Yeah, it gets a bit confusing for a little while and then it gets to the normal difference again. 26th at 2 AM. Dave, what your COVID and flu vaccines? Lovely stuff. I need to inquire about getting some from my work because as I'm a carer, I'm sure they give out free flu vaccines, so I want to get that just to. I don't know how effective it is, but might as well get it if it's free, sort of thing. I wish we wouldn't jump ahead or fall back anymore. Like Arizona doesn't change anymore. Yeah, I feel like it's coming in the next, I don't know, 40, 50 years. They won't change the clocks, they'll just keep it at some point. Because it is a bit silly, in my opinion. Like, it doesn't make that big of a change. And when it goes back, when you go back to the next year, it's just a bit odd to me. Like, I know why they did it originally with the harvests and stuff, where they actually have to have the better daylight hours, but not anymore. Okay, are we including subscriber lives or just the general ones? I'd suggest Kimberlyn just putting the public ones on there just to make it so it's what everyone can watch. I think that would be the best resource to have personally. I think these days it's to reduce time spent commuting in darkness, but I swear they discuss scrapping it every few years. I mean, as someone who wakes up early for work and can finish work late, it doesn't matter because you move the clocks back and then one time of the day is darker than it was and one time of the day is lighter than it was, so it kind of doesn't make that much of an impactful difference, in my opinion. And well, when you get to the dead of winter, all commuters are travelling in the dark. Wish we didn't change time in Michigan. I wish to be like Arizona. Yeah, it seems funny that there's a state in the US which doesn't. Everywhere else does. Like, that's just funny to me. Love this page. What book is it? It's cute. Alright, let me grab a link for you all. Just so then I can refer to it. It is the Journey Through Fairytales colouring book. I'll find a link to Amazon Japan. Oh, come on. Perfect. Let's share the link. There we go. Now we'll pin it. So, hang on. That's not right. Remove. That's my live chat pop out. It didn't copy the link properly. Come on. Copy link. Link copied. There we go. Part of Michigan is in a different time zone anyway. Yeah. I used to be up at 5 AM and get home at 7 PM, so I was always going to and from work in the dark. Well, yeah, I had that too. It's when, in the winter, with my job, working in the evening means that you've only got one call where it's light outside, when starting at 4, finishing at 10, because it's pitch black by like 5 o'clock. It's horrible. Hate it. When I was doing nursing my first year of uni, my placement was the next city over from Southampton. It was in Portsmouth. So I was getting up at 4:45. My alarm went off at 4:30 AM. Catch the first bus of the day, get the train, and then have to walk to the hospital and have to wait around half an hour because the timings didn't work out perfectly. So it would be pitch black and freezing cold, and then I get home and it would be about 9-10 PM at night. I just never saw daylight. So I look back at that time and I go, no wonder I dropped out and felt awful and was not necessarily under the best conditions. The whole being dark by 4 PM in the UK during winter was wild for me. Yeah, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. This was the QA hospital. Yeah, it was. It was actually. I might continue playing around with the shading on this dress off camera. These pencils aren't the best for this book, but I just like the polychromos. so I use them. I'm going to give her a black hat. I'm going to grab a black Payne's grey, a bit of cold grey. Where's me black? I've been using it for another page, so it's stored away in my little cubbies. It's a big teaching hospital. I had my son there, had a few groups of students doing rounds whilst I was in labour. Lovely. Yeah, there is a university in Portsmouth that does a nursing course, so I imagine they get a lot from there, and then also overflow from Southampton, because there was quite a lot of nursing students in Southampton and not enough places in the Southampton hospitals. So some went to Portsmouth, I think some other local areas. You had a few students who went over to the Isle of Wight and lived there for a couple of months whilst they were on placement. So glad I didn't do that. But yeah, the year I was doing my placement there was one of the years it snowed, and I remember all the trains being cancelled and going, oh no, I can't do my night shift, what a shame. So I called in and I was like, I have no way of getting there, I'm afraid. Because of the snow, can't get a train, and that's the only way I have to get there. I'm not getting a taxi. There was also a lot of Portuguese nurses at that hospital in Portsmouth, which I found very interesting. Like the ward that I was on, almost half of them were Portuguese. So I'd be walking around, my mentor was Portuguese as well, walking around with them, and they'd just be chatting to each other in Portuguese, and I'd just be stood there like, what's going on? But yeah, Portugal doesn't have very many good nursing jobs. They don't treat their nurses very well, so they would come over here, and I was like, but why Portsmouth? And they weren't sure. They kind of like knew other people who had come to Portsmouth, so they went to Portsmouth. It's like spill the tea. Yeah, exactly. They'd be chatting in Portuguese and I'd be like, okay, that sounds good. There we go. Right, so let's give this a purple bow on the broom. I was debating when colouring the broom whether to do the stick, the handle darker or the bristles darker, and now I wish I did it the other way around. I wish I'd gone for a lighter colour for the handle. But oh well, we move on. It's not a deal breaker. I thought markers were supposed to be easy colouring. I've sat here mapping out my colouring route on this large section to avoid streaks. Yeah, you do have to think about it. Sometimes I'll look at a page, kind of look back at it and go, okay, right, where's the smallest section? Okay, let's start here, go along there. You don't want to start in a big section and then get lost and constantly kind of working around the page going, okay, keep this bit wet, then go over here, then come back here, then keep that bit wet. I got my first Maria Troll book. Does anyone have any recommendations on mediums that work best? I like... What have I used in them? I like polychromos in them. That is what I've used. I'm trying to think, have I used any other pencils in them? I'm looking at my books. Black Widows I've used in them and they work well as well. You have to be really careful with water mediums. They the paper doesn't handle it very well. I found if you use a very conservative amount of water, it works okay. But I know a lot of people do not recommend water mediums. I use polys, prismas and soft pastels myself. All good mediums. Right, I think I will do some pumpkins next because I know what colour pumpkins are. Almost finished my drink. Pumpkins, I like using sanguine and terracotta. A nice natural looking pumpkin. You've got Luna, pretty. I still haven't coloured a page in Luna. It's my only uncoloured Myriad Troll book. I did have a page planned with Zoe and we both just were not feeling it. So we didn't do it. I've just noticed that I never did Little Squirrel's Eyes. Walnut Brown and Burnt Umber. And that's going to be another struggle trying to work out what's what. That's Burnt Umber, Walnut Brown. That one. 177. Yeah. Eyes are tiny, so. I tried Distress inks, they work well, just don't use water with them. I sprinkled water on and it didn't go too well. Yeah, I hear a lot of people struggle with water in their books. I like Maria's books a lot. I'm doing my Sargon for Fairytale World's full book membership right now. Yeah, I love that book. It's such a good book. Definitely my favourite of the bunch. And one that I'm really loving seeing getting coloured in. Right, so I'm using Sanguine. I always read it though and I think sanguine. I think it sounds fun. And terracotta for my pumpkins. I don't know if I'll bring in another orangey tone. I will see later. But I really like using this pencil combo for pumpkins. I find it's not too bright orange. It gives it that nice natural look. I mean, sometimes you do want the bright look, but not every time. The tiny pencils crack me up. Jess, one day I might have such a short pencil. Oh, let me show you my my drawer. My drawer of nubbies. Eventually I want to get myself a little jar. But here's my drawer with all my pencils ready to replace all my little tiny short ones I've got going on. And then we got my nubbies. I just retired one of these the other day to the drawer. but you can see the colours I use. White, browns and greens. So yeah, I put them in this drawer for now and just collect them because they're cute. Whereas my Prismas, I glue to the ends of a piece of dowel so I can use every last drop of it, because they've got flat ends, whereas the polychromos are rounded ends, so you can't really. And I like that I've got a pencil where I'm collecting my little nubbies. The little babies, exactly. Vera's off to bed. You got work tomorrow. Have a great day at work, Vera. I've also got work tomorrow. So I hope you have a good sleep, Vera. We'll see you soon. Something I love about the polychromos is, you guys know how much I use them and how much I love them. And I've had them over 2 years now. And from that drawer, I've replaced 6 so far. I've got quite a few others that are pretty short and will need replacing soon. Like one of these is on its absolute last legs. Ta-da! Because I stick them in these pencil extenders and they can actually fit in my sharpener, so I can stick them in there. I'm looking through the camera, so I was like, missed the sharpener hole, and I can continue sharpening until it literally won't move anymore because it's trying to grind up the metal. So that's how I get the absolute fullest out of them. And then I tend to use them until they're nice and blunt, so that I really feel like I've got my full use out of all of them. You need a glass jar, like the jar of gobstoppers in a candy shop. Yeah, I want a little like Kilner jar or something. Like just literally something like this big. Pop them in, you can shake them. It'll be really satisfying. Impressive nubs. Thanks for complimenting my nubs. Hi Leandri, thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well. The dress looks so pretty, thank you. I do like using purple at this time of year. Right, I think I'm going to do dark sepia for the inner eyes and whatnot. And hi Raven, I always feel like people come in pairs. Like in a lot of people's streams, like you'll have 2 people arrive sort of pretty much the same time and they'll both say hi. I always find that interesting. Welcome to you both. Hope you have both had a lovely day so far. Ooh, once I finish the stream, I need to go through my travelling orchestra colouring book, because I'm doing a buddy colour with Paulina, and I think when I saw the message, I don't know, had I just woke up or was I at the hairdresser? It was something, but I wasn't at my desk at that moment, and she said pick a page, and got sidetracked and forgot. So I need to do that. In fact, let me get the book out. Get the book out, put it on the side, and I'll remember to find something. Oh my gosh. my pencil broke, and every time it breaks it scares the absolute shit out of me. And I jump, and well, you heard my reaction, but that is me every single time a pencil breaks. God. I remember that first time it happened whilst I was colouring with Zoe, she was like, what happened? And I was like, it was my pencil. Oh gosh, that gets my heart racing, that's for sure. Heart still works. Pulling a Steve. I know. It doesn't happen all too often, but it's like when the tip of the pencil is long, and I do have quite heavy pressure, to be honest. I'm not the best at keeping light pressure. Yeah. Oh, I thought you fell from your chair. Yeah, my reaction is extreme, but it's real. Like, I'm not playing it, I'm not putting it on. That is how I react every single time. Oh, I jump out of my seat. With your buddy colours, do you prefer to wait till you're both finished before seeing the colour page? I like seeing progress pics. I like sending them. I like chatting about the page with people. That's me personally. Some people don't like to see progress pics and like a surprise, so then they don't feel like they maybe unconsciously swayed to colour it similarly or alike. Because sometimes if you see someone's page and what they've coloured and you're like, oh, I should think of something different, but if you haven't seen it, you would have just coloured the way you wanted. So yeah, it's different for different buddies, but I like showing progress pics, but that's because I tend to work it over several sittings. We have several days in between, be like, oh, start the page, here's where I am at, or picked a colour palette. We need a little dictionary. Pulling a Steve equals breaking a pencil. Eye shinies equals Jess's style eye highlights. My little eye shinies. Yeah, it's like on pages like this where I'll just hold it up to the camera a moment. Let me change the focus. Where it's already got. Oh, oh. It's already got a dot on the eye. I will emphasise the eye shiny and go over it again with my white paint pen, and it makes it really, really pop. There we go. I was starting to think of the colour palette for our buddy colour, but I'm not sure I like it, but I didn't want to consult you instead. In case you don't like being influenced. Share away, Amy. I will be more than happy to help you decide on a colour palette. Chat about it if you need to. I like updates. I do. Often it will be my buddy completes the page before I do, and they'll be like, here it is, and I'll be like, okay, just so it seems like they know that I'm actively working on it, I'll send them updates of being like, I've started it, I'm working on some more now, should hopefully finish it soon. It's funny, buddy colours, because you ask anyone if you organise a buddy with them, would they be disappointed? Would they be annoyed? Would they be mad if you couldn't complete it? Everyone would say no. They'd say, you do you, it's absolutely fine. But we put this like internalised pressure on ourselves that we have to get them done. And sometimes you've got to remind yourself that this is our hobby. If you're not feeling inspired by a page, don't force it. Organise a different buddy colour. Come back to the page when you do feel inspired. And I do try my best to get all my buddies done. But every now and then I'll get to colouring a page and the inspiration will just be gone. And I don't want to colour it. And I feel bad, but then I go, no, like if someone said to me that they didn't want to do a page, it's absolutely fine. Never any pressure. Or if you want to delay it by a month, absolutely fine. It means that I can put it towards the bottom of my pile for the month and I don't have to worry about getting it done so quickly or rushing through it. If I know that my buddy also hasn't got it done, takes the pressure off a little bit. And then some buddy colours you make and you're instantly inspired and you've got to get it done. You get it done really quickly. And others it takes a little while. I had someone ask if I minded that they took a screenshot of my spooky house to help a newbie doing that page. Of course I didn't mind, and it was a lovely compliment. Yeah, absolutely. I think when we're starting out with colouring, it is hard to think of colour palettes or know how to approach a page. Like coming up with just the ideas of being able to put the pencil to paper is hard. So when I first started colouring, I would save a bunch of images on Instagram and like have different folders on Instagram of pages from books that I could go, okay, how did someone colour this bit of the fence? I have no idea how to colour this fence. How have they done it? Okay, that's great. Like, not necessarily to copy them, but just to know how they did it and using that as inspiration. And even some pages I would try and replicate as best I could with the pencils I had. I think the key is always try and give credit where you can. Because, like, absolutely fine for anyone to be inspired. Like, we don't own how we colour something. We don't own this cat having a purple dress. Anyone can colour it with a purple dress. But, like, I think when the entire page is the exact same colour scheme as someone else, like, I saw it once pop up on my Instagram and I was like, oh, is that my page? No, that's someone else's. Do I have credit? No, I don't. It's just a bit like, how hard is it to just say, inspired by blah, blah, blah. It takes 2 seconds. And, like, sometimes you can have very similar colour ideas and they generally haven't copied. But this was a very specific colour palette on a specific page and every single element was coloured the exact same. And I was just like, But I do see it as flattering rather than insulting for me personally. I just kind of find it funny. I was like, oh, that's my work there. That's nice. Yeah, I give you guys full permission to copy my pages if you ever feel like it. Absolutely no problem. And if you ever want to share it with me, I always love to see it as well. Sent you my current thoughts on Insta. I will have a look after stream, Amy, and respond back to you. I might end up adding brighter orange to these pumpkins just for like the highlight colour, just to brighten up a little bit, like dark chrome yellow or something like that. I think it'll look good for this page. This starry hat is giving me the vibes of the Wizard Capybara page that I did a couple of days ago. It's my project book with Amanda at ALLJ Art. Yeah, it's giving me vibes of that. Doing the little wizard pointy hat with the star pattern. Did them all purple and gold, but I think I might go blue for this one. I have no idea what colour dress to give her because she's wearing bat wings. And then I have no idea what colour to give this guy because he's kind of dressed like a devil. But he's also got like mummy bandages on his feet. And devil horns. So I'm not sure. I take inspiration from colourists all the time, but I always put my own twist on it and always give credit. And that's the way to do it, Dana, exactly. I think copying colours is also sort of like a compliment in the colouring community. I agree, because it means that you see someone, you like it so much that you want to replicate it. Like, I think there's no bigger compliment than that with your colouring. Like, it's so lovely to know that someone likes your work so much, to take time out of their day to focus on your work and try and copy it. Like, yeah, brings a smile to my face. The bat wings feel like she should have red. I was thinking that too. But if he's the devil, then is he red? And then I don't want her to be red. And I just don't know. I just don't know. I mean, she's wearing a cute little dress. It could, generally, it could be any colour. Could be absolutely anything. Well, everything can be any colour. But you know what I mean. It could be that she's wearing a pretty dress, puts a fun hat on and some bat wings and goes, yep, we're Halloween time now. That was kind of the extent of my Halloween costumes at uni. One year, because when I only ever dressed up for Halloween at uni when going out or having a house party or something. One year I was a spider's web. I just bought a fake web, wore a black dress and put this cobweb all over my body. Spray dyed my hair black, and that was kind of crazy for me. Then another year I was a bat because I bought this really cool cape. It was really fun. Then another year I was just a witch. I just bought a witch's hat. So that's kind of my kind of style of Halloween costume. Buy one element, one fun thing, and wear black for your outfit. Boom, Halloween. Maybe for the bat wings, Victorian era, green colour. Ooh, that could be cool. Maybe the bandages look blood-soaked. Yeah, that's fun. Just a random bandage leg. It is a bit random, really. Yeah, I always feel like I do devils kind of black and red. That's always a colour scheme. I think sometimes people don't feel confident in picking colours, so they go with something that they've already seen looks good, so it is a flattery. Yeah, exactly, Amy. Exactly. Often it's the thinking of how to colour the page that stops you from colouring. So if you see something you like and you want to replicate that, then go for it. Go for it. I don't think anyone in the colouring community would be annoyed with you replicating as long as you give credit. That's always the big thing. Just give credit. It takes 2 seconds. You guys know that feeling when the artist likes your coloured page. I got a wow from the makeup artist the other day that I used for inspo on my last Hannah Carlson creepy cute girl page. Nice. Love that. Yeah, it's such a lovely feeling knowing that an artist that you love and admire has seen your work. Like, it's exciting. It's exciting. I think it never stops being exciting, really. Even if it's happened a few times, like, it's still like, oh my gosh, look, they like my art. I never post on Instagram anymore. The only exception was this month I did a post for the Kirby 10-year celebration book, as the publishing company asked me to. Right, yeah, let's grab dark chrome yellow. I think I might have already got that out though. Yeah, it's here somewhere. Here. I can't get over the bear mummy on the left page watching us watch you. Oh my gosh, yeah. Look at it. Just creeping in the corner. It's about this the only character you can see on that page. He's cute though. Yeah, it's a bit random that there's a bear on this page, because you've got the hedgehog character on this page as well. But then a random bear, because, like, it's definitely bear ears. Because it can't be the cat or the bunny. Yeah, just a different random character. They look like little socks to me instead of bandages. You can see, if I hold up close, that they've got lines on like they are bandages. There you go. But he almost like, the outfit almost looks like a scarecrow to me. For a second I thought the cat is a Joker, then I saw the horns of the head. Yeah, exactly. And the fact that he's holding this and he's got a spiked tail. Bit of a interesting costume. That way your finished pages are always a surprise for us. Yeah. Love the pumpkins, thank you. Just going over them all with the dark chrome yellow just to brighten them up a tiny, tiny bit. Yeah, I like that. Because I do like sanguine and terracotta to get that muted, natural pumpkin look. But I think for this page we can have a little bit of a brighter pop to it. And out of all of the kind of orangey yellows, it is one of the more muted ones. Ooh, Bees Colouring Hive. Welcome to the Queen Bumblebee tier. Thank you so much for joining. That is so exciting to have you join us. I was saying earlier on stream that I really want to start filming my next colour along tomorrow. If not, at least plan it. Plan the colours out. Get the ball rolling with it. Because I've got an idea in my head for the colour palette, but I haven't actually sorted it out. If I don't get it filmed tomorrow, then probably Monday. So it's my day off. It also depends on if my dad's home. So I don't like filming videos when he's home working, because he's upstairs in his office. And even though I close the door, and even though he says I can't actually hear you, I still feel self-conscious. Because if he goes downstairs, he can hear me, because the stairs are right outside my room. Excited to join. I love your channel and lurk mostly. No worries, Bee. Absolutely fine. Lurk away. Thanks for joining. If you've got an Instagram, head over to my channel member posts and comment it on that, and I will add you to the Instagram group chat for all my members. Not everyone who is my member, so if a member's watching this stream and you're not part of my Instagram group chat, go onto my member posts on the community tab, and there's one from last week, I think it was, where I've titled it in all caps, Instagram group chat. And just comment your Instagram handle there. I will add you. I also want to say that YouTube has been doing a weird thing at the moment where it's not actually showing me all the comments on my videos. Like, I was trying to find a comment the other day on my channel videos, and I saw some that I hadn't replied to, but they weren't showing up in my YouTube Studio app. So I have no idea why some of them aren't showing up. So I'll need to, if I ever ignore your comment, I don't do it on purpose. I do heart and reply to almost all of them. The only ones I don't reply to are the ones that are just emojis. I just heart them. But if you ever give a comment, then I always reply. Sorry, I'm not seeing all the videos I've been tagged in. Yeah, Leandri, I don't get notifications that regularly for my tagged videos. Often I'll end up watching a video, hear that my name's mentioned, check the description and see that I'm there, and I'm like, oh, I didn't get a notification for that. You like have to look at your notifications and then go under mentions and see what other mentions have been. Oh, it's really silly. Alright, that's me Rubicon gone. Right, let's grab some greens for stalks. I think I'm going to use juniper green. That's the main green. Maybe a bit of pine green as well. Little tiny nubby. Maybe your filters changed. They did an update with the filters the other week and I had to redo my filter options. Yeah, I'll have a look at my notifications at some point and check what it's set to. I had 1 week on a YouTube studio where the automatic is it'll only show you unresponded comments, and it was showing me unresponded comments and also any replies to comments that have been made, and I was just like, why has it suddenly done this? YouTube does weird things, and then it will be like that for a few days, then it will revert back to what it was. I'm very new to making videos, and my newest one had 1 comment. Sorry. Tickly throat. And my newest one had like 1 comment, and I had 4 subscribers for weeks, and then I looked the other day and apparently I had 10 comments, all posted 10 to 14 days ago. So in the space of the day I gained 80 subs and 10 comments, but they were all from weeks ago. Well, congrats on all your subbies, Amy. I do need to go and find your channel. Go to channel, here we go. Go to your channel and subscribe, and I will check you out. There we go. 90 subscribers now. Almost at 100. Exciting. Yeah, YouTube can be silly with their subs and stuff. I think I'll go for him next and do him black and red. But it's like, which parts are going to be black, which parts are going to be red. This staff thing's going to be black, so we'll start with that. I don't want it to be a crazy bright vivid red. Maybe a bit more muted down. Then maybe I will do her green to kind of tie in with the green of the kin. But it looks as though I will get to finishing all of the characters in this stream. And then in the next one we can do the background and other little bits and bobs. Don't know if that would even take a whole stream, to be honest. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the background. I kind of don't want to do a background. But I'll have a think in between streams. Working on chart, and I just noticed that Zoe's channel is colouring, not colouring. Yeah, I think when she changed her channel name to Zoe's Cozy Colouring, because she was addicted to colouring before, she did the American spelling in the hopes of helping to attract more people. Sort of reach that American audience sort of thing. Right, now which bit's red, which bit's black? It should be red horns. So if the horns are red, the hood's black, the outfit's red. Potentially. Maybe like a vignette. That way you don't have to colour the corners. That's a good idea. I was thinking of doing some sort of like soft kind of fade out, or I could just use soft pastel, keep it simple. Oh, I'm struggling so much with this little guy. And then what colour do I give Mr. Elton John here? Give him some black sunglasses. If in doubt, move on to something different. That's what I often do. Now I've coloured his sunglasses black. I kind of like the idea of this being like a black leathery jacket. And then black hat with some kind of colour for maybe orange. That's what I'm going to do. It's a Halloween hat, black hat with an orange band, black leather jacket, Mr. Elton John. Kind of looks like a biker chick now. I love it. There we go, like that pop-up orange, that's nice. Not sure if I'll be a regular video maker though, but I'll certainly try. Well, whatever you do, I'd love to watch it. So the colour is so nice. I love the pages she does. Wish I had that kind of talent. Oh, you're too colour. You're too colour? You're too nice. I can't even speak. Right, I might move on to Little Miss here. Start with juniper green and then bring in some of this light green like I've got with her eyes here. Kind of the sort of page where it doesn't really matter what colour you give the costumes because they're costumes. Like they can have some fun colours going on, but I like to keep my colours matchy and cohesive and go, okay, I've used green here, let's use green somewhere else. I've used a bit of blue here, let's use blue somewhere else. And yeah. Trying to do it that way. Okay, help me one more time. Amy is live on Monday nights for us, but it's Tuesday for her. Does anyone know the exact time? Is she is in New Zealand? Yes, she's New Zealand. Do New Zealand have 2 different time zones? When she streams, it's changed because her clocks go forward in September. It was 10 p.m. UK time. It was not. She streams 9 a.m. her time. That's for sure. She streams 9 a.m. her time, and she's New Zealand. Do New Zealand have 2 time zones? I don't think so, maybe. Wherever she is 9 a.m. And for us that was 10 p.m, but right now it's 9 p.m. And then when we go back it will be 8 p.m. because time differences, confusion never stops. Yeah, it's tricky because our time zones changed recently. Yeah, because her clocks changed September. Got it. I'm putting everyone's time zone as the colourist time zone and people are going to have to figure it out from there. That's fair enough. No, New Zealand doesn't have 2 time zones. Person from New Zealand, it's 9:42 a.m. here. Thanks, Leslie. So, yeah, I know for a fact that she streams from 9 a.m. Okay, so, yeah, it's gone back to 9 p.m. UK time. Someone will have to help me out on the dates here, but I believe her streams are, for her, 9 a.m. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, but it might be Sunday. No, it's definitely Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Have you got Yolanda's, Kimberlyn, on the Sunday? her 9 AM Sunday is my 5 PM Saturday. You know what, I think to make it cohesive with her bat wings, I'll do the bows on her hat and dress black. And then it will kind of tie in the look. OMG, why is this so hard for me? Yeah, it is hard. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday for Amy, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday for us. Okay, I got the weekend day wrong. So yeah, you got it, Kimberlyn. Yeah, Thursday/Wednesday nights for us, yeah, I believe. Time zones are hard, guys. I find them so confusing. When the clock goes back or forward, I go to myself, okay, so if I wake up at 6 AM, that is now, the clocks have gone back, so it's technically 5 AM, but it's 6 AM. And I'm just like, I just get so confused. I'm like that that meme from The Hangover where he's doing all the counting cars and you got all the numbers going up on his... That's me trying to work out time zones. Just like doing the maths like... But she also streams Thursday morning, Wednesday nights for us. Yeah. In the US, Amy streams are 5 PM Monday. Right, we are getting there. Almost there. Okay, if I'm trying to figure out, I catch whoever I can when I'm online. Yeah, I can remember that Amy does it on a Monday, but the other days of the week, I just get confused. Uh, 5 PM Saturday and I think 5 PM on Thursday. I don't have that on my calendar for some reason. I hope she is okay. She hasn't streamed in almost a month. From what she said last time in stream, that things are great. It's all good life things that are happening, but just a lot of life things that are happening. And not things that she can say because they're not her things to share. So I don't know what that means, but she's busy, which is why she hasn't streamed. At least that was the last kind of update she gave us all. Sent her a message a week ago inquiring if she's okay and no reply. She may be just taking a bit of a social media break. It's getting a bit much. Alright, there we go. I think I will avoid doing the cat once again and do this little guy's hat. Get some yellow pencil in. A bit of dark cream yellow. I may end up going over those yellow stars with a gold signo. It's my signature. Then I want a dark indigo. Go around for my shadow shade. And cobalt blue. There it is. Which is the same colour as in his eyes. Kind of matches with the little bird as well. Hi again, managed to make it back, and what progress? Beautiful. Thank you so much, Jane. Yeah, I will be finishing up relatively soon. I just want to get this last character coloured, and then that will be it. I'm just looking at this guy's lollipop and trying to avoid doing that one even more. I think I'll go for a fun purple, orange, green lollipop. Spooky theme. Colour every third one purple. Try not to mess up. Okay, grab the green. Add the orange. Such a classic Halloween looking sweet there. Just tastes of sugar. Oh, missed one. In out your own desk with my pencils. What are you colouring, Jane? You may have said earlier, but you may be on something different. Just going to go over the centre of all of that with my white pencil just to smooth it all out. There we go, cute little lollipop. Right, last thing to do, this little guy. Let's pick out some red pencils. Let's go middle, cadmium red. Maybe something like Caput Mortem. That'll be alright. Start with his horns. let's give him the red outfit. I'm going for it. I've made a decision. I may regret it, and that will be fine. Usually at the end of the stream, in the comments, I put all the pencils I've used. I've used a lot of pencils tonight. I mean, you can't see them to the side of my desk. Here they all are. And I have been saying them as I've used them. So I think for this stream, I won't. Just because I can't bothered. But if anyone watching this back wants to know a specific colour combo for something, just ask me and I should be able to help you out. So I'll keep these pencils kept aside to use later. You've got to go catch your nephew's football game. He's been honoured for senior night, so I can't be late this week. I'll get the chat to you tomorrow sometime. No rush, Kimberlyn, you take your time with it. Thank you for creating the resource. It's going to be very useful. Thanks for joining. Hope his game goes good. And have a good rest of your day. The only one I remember is sanguine, because I say it wrong. Sanguine. Yeah, pencils used, sanguine. We don't care about anything else. And I put the description. It doesn't take me too long because usually it's not too many pencils. I don't know if anyone actually uses it. If you do use it and follow along with my colours, do let me know. I'd love to hear. And just put all your colouring stuff away. You've got a foldable camping table that I use when colouring. Oh gosh, I constantly live with such mess with colouring. If I had to put it away, oh no. This was my bedroom. So I've got a single bed next to me and it's got a big piece of wood on it. So it's kind of like a secondary desk, and oh my gosh, the amount of rubbish on that. I know everything that's on there. There's 2 drawers of washi tape, my big thing of Albrecht Dürer's, random books, random pens, random journals. I mean, I know everything that's on there, I can see it, but it's an absolute state. And then I've got cases of pens on the floor, like my alcohol markers. Every now and then I'll go through and be like, right, let's tidy things up, let's organise things. But I like things to be easily accessible. And for me, easily accessible is on the floor next to me. You know what? I'm the only one that uses this room, so it's all good. Every now and then I do have to tidy it up though if someone needs to use the bed in here. But I'm usually given a few weeks notice. But even then I always end up doing it on the last day because I know I'll be using all this stuff up until the last day. I think it'd be good to organise. I've got a drawer underneath this desk. I've got a little one next to it and then a cupboard under that. And it'd be good to reorganise those so they're more useful to me. Because at the moment, a lot of the stuff in there is not stuff that I use regularly. There is stuff that I do, and that's the stuff that's on top. But it's all the other bits could be stored elsewhere and free up a bit of space. I have to be in the right mood to organise. I don't particularly enjoy it, so I don't really do it. Alright, I'll grab some cold grey too, because I don't think his paws are very defined. I'll give him some black bandages. Black and Payne's grey. My exam invigilator had me clear my desk this morning, had to move all my pencils, and he nearly made me remove my colouring books too. No! Amy, you should have been like, absolutely not. Those are those are non-negotiable. Fail me if you have to. I mean, for an exam you would do it, wouldn't you? I live in a mess in my bedroom, and I know where most things are. My mum hates it. Yeah, for me, with my mental health struggles and things like that, for me, I just having things on the floor, it works for me, and it means that I get up, get dressed, and get doing stuff rather than staying in bed. Like, I know other people look at it and go, ew, cringe, or hate it and wouldn't be able to live like that, but for me, it's just me. I haven't got anyone in my life to please. It's just me. And again, I'll go through phases where I clear everything off the floor, and it all piles back up again. I need to kind of just reorganize rooms so they're more useful to me. But you know what that means? It takes time away from colouring, and I don't want to do that. I just want to colour. I should maybe dedicate a month where I have fewer plans with colouring and use that as my organisation month, where I just try and get things up in order. Find a place for everything. Should I have told him that's my lucky Bibles? Yeah, it's my religion. It's a religious text, so you can't make me get rid of them. It's important to me. I don't go in my kids' rooms, I can't deal with it, lol. Yeah. I mean, as I'm an adult now, my mum doesn't comment on my room, because I'm fully aware of the state of it. I do low-key hate it, but it is what it is. Listening as I change my clothes. I clean things during live sometimes because that makes cleaning less bad. Yeah, if I'm ever doing household chores, I will watch videos whilst I'm doing it, because it definitely makes it more fun. I can't just do cleaning without some form of entertainment on the side. Even showering. I shower and watch YouTube videos. Not usually colouring ones, because I have to actually pay attention. I want to watch those rather than just listen to them, but I have certain YouTube channels that I listen to in the shower because I can just listen. Oh, we are almost there, guys. Just doing this last little bit. I colour during colouring live streams. During gaming live streams, I'm usually gaming. Yeah, that makes sense. If I'm watching a colouring live stream, I'm colouring, unless it's one of Amy's and I'm getting into bed and getting ready for bed, and might continue watching it for a bit and then actually go to bed. Because I know if I fall asleep whilst watching a live stream, I won't wake up again. and it will just be playing for hours on end. So I need to actually turn it off. Whereas a YouTube video, I tend to put like 20-30 minute ones on, and that's fine if I fall asleep to that. It's not going to be left on for ages. Alright, I just went over the lines here. Went over the lines there. So just cover that though. Alright, here we are, guys. That is the end of the stream here. It's nice to dig around and rearrange my art supplies. I find things I haven't seen for a while. Yeah, you'll be like, oh, I was looking for that. There it is. I knew it was in here somewhere. I tell myself that it's okay because my husband's desk is messier. His is covered with Warhammer models and paint. Thing is, my mum will look at my room and she'll go, this is a stain. I'm like, look at your craft room. You go in there, there's stuff everywhere. She used to do card making and scrapbooking. There's stuff all over that room. Don't judge me. I'll judge you. I didn't colour during Vera's last night because I was not long home. Don't usually colour on Tuesdays or Thursdays. It's my gym days. That's fair enough. I'm always colouring with the live stream. It's like you're colouring with them at the same time. I love it. Yeah, finishing here. I will come back to this page on next Wednesday. Just thinking if anything's coming up. Nothing I think will come up. I've already filmed my Lonely Pumpkin for a Day challenge and I won't be doing that next week, that's for sure. But yeah, I will finish this up with you next week. I'll have to think about what I want to do for the background. Probably bring through the purple, green, orange in the Happy Halloween banner. Add lots of glitter, a bit of glaze pen. I'm thinking of purple for the background would look good. Like a soft purple, like with a soft pastel maybe. But yeah, I will think about it. I don't. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Yeah, lovely to see some new faces this week. Thanks for joining, Jane. It's lovely chatting with new people and discovering new people in the colouring community. It is an extremely welcoming community. We don't gatekeep here in the colouring community. We welcome everybody in. So yeah, I will sign off here. Hope everybody has a lovely rest of your day, your evening. Have a good night. And I will see you next week in the next live stream. Bye everybody.